If you this morning are watching the show wishing you could shed a few extra pounds or perhaps even 50 pounds or more, you tried everything with no luck, we probably have the answer for you today. Dr. Tim deRoos is back on the show. He, of course, is with Infinite Health Center up in Cleveland. Next to him is Martha Wold, who feels like a new person. Is that fair to say, Martha?
Yes, ma'am.
When people find out just how much weight you've lost since January?
January 10th.
You want to tell?
January 10th, I went to see Dr. deRoos in Cleveland. I had many health issues, and my doctor had told me that I needed to lose weight because of all of my health issues. I have a pacemaker. I was in AFib, and I'd already underwent a heart ablation, and I was looking at another one. And I needed clearance for my surgery from an auto accident, and I was high risk to be put to sleep.
Wow.
And he told me that I really needed to lose weight if I wanted to live.
So the weight loss for you was going to be a candidate for the surgery, is that right? Or just
Not for the surgery, it's just I'm in AFib and I was overweight, and the way you can control AFib is to maintain your weight and be healthy with your medication.
So I won't make you tell too much about yourself, but you do work for a hospital in town.
Yes, I do.
So you know a lot medically.
Yes.
How did you find your way to Dr. deRoos? Because I will go ahead and give a spoiler for you here. She's lost 55 pounds since January.
Yes, ma'am.
Was that remarkable for you to even see Dr. deRoos that quick of a weight loss?
Yes, she put in what it took to get the job done, and that's really the secret sauce behind her success.
What do you mean she put in what it took? Because I guess some people, when they see you on, they might not quite know, okay, if I go to him, what's it going to involve? It's a partnership, really, right?
It is, and I was trying to stay humble earlier when we met out in the lobby, but you have to have heart, you have to have drive, you have to have mental clarity in terms of your decision making to know that now is your time. You're going to follow through with this, and you're going to complete this.
Bernie Miller, who you brought on not long ago, said the same thing. He has struggled for a long time and just finally said, I've had enough.
Exactly.
You, however, had an awful lot of motivation because your health really was jeopardized.
Declining. It was really declining since 2013. And I was on medical leave after my surgery and saw your show.
Wow. And you saw him on the show?
I did. And I immediately after your show called that number.
Really?
I did. And I went to his office and he told me all about the program, and I was motivated to do it.
So when you say the program, I guess, Tim, there are some basics depending on the person coming in. Everybody kind of follows some basic things, but it is individualized, right?
It is.
It is, but we simultaneously touch 5 pillars, if you will. We touch a detoxification pillar, a pH balancing pillar, a support of your endocrine glands most involved in metabolism. We actually strongly rely on food guidelines. And then we also help support leptin receptivity, which it's fairly uncommon lingo and terminology when it comes to weight loss. But when we simultaneously use those 5 pillars, that's why so many people do so well on this plan.
Is this designed, though, only for weight loss? As I'm hearing you talk about these 5 areas that you touch on, a lot of us who aren't struggling with our weight still might not really be healthy.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
Health is not a good measure of the absence of symptoms, because there are so many stealth diseases that surprise us, silent killers, if you will. So you can't really measure someone's health. Like if someone's to look at us and, you know, we're lean, but who knows what's going on the inside.
So these 5 areas that you're talking about, is it beneficial for all of us to kind of live our lives with this balanced way?
Absolutely.
So even if you're not struggling with your weight, do people have to be overweight to come see you?
No, not anymore. You know, we have added a service in January this year that has really been the missing link I've been looking for years now.
Is this what you were just telling me about?
Yes. And it's exciting because I can now help people who are watching their course of health spiral downward, and we can actually put the brakes on and turn it around, all nutritionally, without the risk of using synthetic chemicals.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I'll put you on the spot a little bit here, Martha. But I'm sure that some of the things he shared with you that day in January weren't completely news to you. We've all heard, be careful what you eat, watch your sugar, that kind of thing.
Right.
But were you astounded at just how much sugar you were putting into your body?
Absolutely.
It's hidden
Absolutely.
in everything, isn't it?
It is. It is.
So was it, people want to know, I'm sure, well, was it difficult for you? Did you have to give up eating foods that tasted good? Was it starvation? All those types of things?
It was not starvation. It was just a change in your lifestyle. You know, it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change of the way of eating, the portions of eating.
Which means that you can keep it going then for
You
years
keep
to
it
come.
going. Once you get to where you want to be, you can maintain that weight that you want.
So that gets into why you say it is part of your mindset. If you're not prepared to really say, okay, I'm worth something, not just for a 6-week diet plan, but for permanently, then it's not the choice.
When you're
for you.
willing to change the way you think, you will change the way you act. And when you change the way you act, you will change your life.
Okay.
True.
You always bring a prop with you. This is equal to what, Tim?
It's equivalent to 5 pounds white fat,
So Martha lost 11 of these.
equivalent to 11 of those.
So how does your body work? I mean, that's a chunk of fat right there.
Yeah, the
But
body
it's dispersed
actually.
all throughout?
It's not just hanging pendulously from our abdomens. It's
Right.
it's dispersed throughout our whole body, around our viscera, our organs, as well.
Do people tend to lose in one area first? Like when you first begin to lose that weight, does it occur in your face first? What was your experience?
I think I lost a lot in my face, everywhere. I just lost everywhere.
How much of a motivator, though, was that for you? I do have to ask, because everybody watching has, even if what you've lost is 5 pounds to get ready for spring break, you feel good when you do that. Did you just wake up every day and look in the mirror and...
I felt great. I mean, my skin started feeling really good. I don't even know how to
Well,
explain
she was
it.
really good. When she would come in each visit, she took out her smartphone and she'd record on our documents. She'd record what her body composition was every time.
That's the medical side of her
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
out.
She wanted to have, and she wanted to have the updates. And that, I think, in part, she may be forgetting that right now, but that's part of what she would ask about every time.
I do remember when Bernie Miller was here, he talked about no longer taking some of the medications that he had been taking for, I think, type 2 diabetes, maybe. For you,
I'm off CPAP. I'm out of AFib.
you don't have AFib anymore.
I do not have AFib anymore. I'm still being monitored for it because my pacemaker has a chip in it, and I get recorded 24/7. But as of a month ago, I'm out of AFib, and my cardiologist is thrilled. I'm thrilled. I was going to have bilateral knee replacements, but I have postponed that because I no longer need to have that done.
Wow.
And so I'm excited.
You really are a new person.
I feel great.
So how do people contact you, Tim, if they're like Martha and they're seeing her today thinking, okay, if she can do it, I want to give it a try. Do they just come in and talk to you?
Yeah, we do that routinely every day. You just call the office number and Tanya will get you scheduled for an appointment. She'll send out some pre-work for you to handle before you come into the office, actually. And then we sit down and we just talk it out, what the best route is. And maybe it's the weight loss program, maybe it's something that's a little bit more detailed.
Okay. Don't hesitate, because you know what? The holiday season is coming up. People want to feel good going into that season, or perhaps if you already struggle, you don't want to have those temptations that are going to waylay you even more. So give his office a call. They're on Sunset Drive Northwest in Cleveland. 813-7575 is the phone number, and fittingly, the website, losethefats.com. Thank you both.
Thank you,
Thank
Julie.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.